President Muhammadu Buhari unveils multi-billion naira tertiary education trust funds sponsored yearly intervention projects at the nation's foremost military university. The presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, BOLA TINUBU, reveals that the scarcity of fuel and unavailability of the new NAIRA notes are a ploy to scuttle the general elections. Japanese police hunts for person who sent bomb and death threats to hundreds of schools. Wimbledon champion ELENA RYBAKINA beat two-time winner Victoria AZARENKA to reach another major final in the Australian Open. And this is MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, Nigeria. My name is Morno Balagubo. Thanks for joining us. President Muhammadu Buhari has unveiled tertiary education trust funds, sponsored yearly intervention projects at the nation's foremost military university, Nigerian Defense Academy, Nigerian Air Force Institute of Technology, Kaduna Polytechnic, as well as Kaduna State University. Represented by the Chairman, Senate Committee on Defense, Aliyu Wamako, the President noted that the projects at NDA gulped over 685 million naira, AFIT over 604 million naira, KASU over 491 million naira, and Kaduna Polytechnic over 450 million naira for the 2020-2021 annual intervention and merged projects. The inaugurated projects at NDA included a computer-based test hall, Faculty of Management and Military Science buildings, while that of AFIT, Department of Cybersecurity, Students' Hostel of the 2022 Zonal Intervention, and Students' Hostel of the 2021 Zonal Intervention. Also at Kaduna Polytechnic, some of the commissioned projects are the newly constructed Department of Railway Engineering, classrooms for chemical engineering, and high-grade oxygen plant for medicals. In his remarks shortly after the launching, Wamako stressed the importance of education in a nation's development, adding that inaugurating the projects would in no small measure enhance teaching and learning in the country. According to him, education forms an integral part of Buhari's administration agenda. He said education, as known to all, plays a critical role in the socio-economic development of nations, and therefore the commissioning of these projects will in no small measure further enhance teaching and learning and improvement of academic standards. The Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has approved the appointment of two new tutors general, permanent secretaries in the state public service. This was disclosed in a statement issued by the State Head of Service, Hakeem Muri Okunola, on Wednesday. Muri Okunola said it is hereby notified for the general information that Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, the Governor of Lagos State, in line with the need to reinvigorate the state's policy implementation apparatus, had approved the appointment of two new tutors general, permanent secretaries in the state public service. The HOS also expressed confidence that the new appointees, who he said emerged from a field of intelligent and qualified officers, possesses the qualities, competencies, and experience required to serve as the tutors general, permanent secretaries in the state public service. The National Judicial Council has recommended the appointment of 9 heads of courts and 84 other judicial officers as part of efforts to prepare for challenges that may arise for the judiciary in the coming general elections. The recommended persons would, after appointments, serve at the federal and state high courts in the country. The candidates were presented for recommendations by the NJC's panel of interviewers during its 100th meeting presided over by the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwola, according to a statement issued on Wednesday by the country's Director of Information, Soji Oye, in Abuja. Those recommended for posts as chief judges included Justice Mohammed Aliyu, Kaduna, Justice Majebi Joe, Kogi, Justice Odushola Olusegun, Ondo, Justice Halima Mohammed, Gombe, and Justice Lillian, Abia. Others are Justice Abdulateef Kamaldeen, Grand Kadi, Kwara, Justice Stanley Lawal, President, Customary Court of Appeal, FCT, Justice Munisola Abodunde, President, Customary Court of Appeal, Ekiti, and Justice Uhuo Uchenna, President, Customary Court of Appeal, Ebonyi State. And now to stories in politics. The Abia State chapter of the ruling People's Democratic Party, PDP, has suspended its campaigns for 3 days in honor of its governorship candidate, Professor Uche Okun, who died on Wednesday. PDP Vice Chairman Abia North and the Acting Publicity Secretary of the party, Elder Abraham Ama, announced this at a press conference Wednesday evening in Umuahia. He said the party was in deep shock over the sudden demise of the party's governorship flag bearer. This is as the governorship candidate of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Chief Ikechi Amenike, Minister of State for Science and Technology, Chief Henry Kor, and the Pioneer Director General of the National Directorate of Employment, NDE, Chief Chukwu Wachuku, have expressed shock over the sudden death of the PDP governorship flag bearer. PDP said Okun's death was very painful, coming at a time when he was recuperating from illness and had shown great signs and willingness to join them in the second leg of their ward-to-ward tour that is ongoing across the 184 wards in the 17 local government areas of Abia State. The presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on Wednesday revealed that the scarcity of fuel currently being witnessed across the country, as well as the unavailability of the new NAIRA notes, are a ploy to scuttle the February 25th and March 11 general elections. Tinubu made this revelation in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, during his ongoing presidential campaign tour, which assuring that he will win despite the attempt to sabotage the election, noting that his administration would put an end to the issue of strikes in the university system if elected. Speaking during his campaign rally at the MKO Abiola International Stadium in Abeokuta, Tinubu promised that his administration would also introduce a student loan program that will ensure no Nigerian student is unable to complete his or her education because of school fees, while also adding that the forthcoming general elections is a revolution that would reshape the country. He noted that his administration will do all it can to ensure that the price of premium motor spirit, also known as petrol, is bearable for all Nigerians. Tinubu, who also called on the people of the state to go all out and claim their permanent voters card, he, however, assured that the victory of Governor Dapo Abiodun on March 11th is guaranteed. Earlier, Abiodun assured that the presidential candidate of his party that the votes from Ogun State will be 100%, adding that Tinubu is the best deal for the country at this period. Abiodun, who also called on the people of the state to go all out and claim their permanent voters card, noted that the candidates of the All Progressive Congress are the best of all the candidates available in the country. No fewer than 27 Fulani pastoralists have been reportedly killed after a bomb exploded Tuesday night at the border linking Nasarawa and Benue states in Doma local government area of Nasarawa State. Police Public Relations Officer, Nasarawa State Command, DSP Rahman Nansel, disclosed this to journalists in Lafia on Wednesday. Nansel said the incident occurred in Rukubi community of Doma local government area on Tuesday. He, however, said the State Police Command was working in collaboration with sister security agencies and the state government to unravel the circumstances that led to the bombing and arrest the perpetrators. He made it known that it was unfortunate that such a thing happened. 27 of the headsmen were killed after a bomb exploded in Doma local government area. The police and other security agencies are working round the clock to understand what led to the attack and track down those involved in the act. Meanwhile, Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sule had commented on the sad incident which led to the death of the Fulani pastoralists, vowing to ensure that those behind the killings are apprehended and made to face the law. The governor urged all Fulani people across the state to remain calm, saying that the state government was liaising with the Benue state government to provide a lasting solution to the incessant attacks on the people along the Nasarawa-Benue borders. We'll now go on a short break. We'll be right back. Please do stay with us.
Remember, February 2023 is the general election where you will have the opportunity to elect a new president, governors, national and state assembly members to pilot the affairs of Nigeria for another 4 years. Visit INEC office to get your PVC, which is your power to elect credible leaders. Say no to electoral violence. Say no to vote buying. Say no to thuggery before, during, and after the elections. This message is brought to you by MLC TV.
As suggested in the motion.
From 31st January to June 31st, 2023, say aye. Aye. Those against say nay, the ayes have it.
Do you know what it takes to lead? Do you understand what is politics? Do you have issues concerning the way we play politics? Do you have reservations about some political mugu? Do you want to serve or be served? Do you want to contest? Do you want to occupy any political office or be in charge of your world? All this and many more are what we discuss right here in the political arena. A program where we trash and arrange, condemn and commend, celebrate and blame all that play out in politics. Do not be told. Join me, UNAVAILABILITY, every Saturday by 7 p.m. to throw more light on why we play politics the way we do and how we can play it better. Political arena, building a government of the people and for the people. Don't miss it. Welcome back from the break, and now to stories on the foreign scene. Japanese police are on the hunt for a person who sent bomb and death threats to hundreds of schools, promoting hasty closures. The threats were faxed to high schools and universities earlier this week from a Tokyo-registered number. No explosive have been found in school buildings, according to police, and there have been no reports of attacks on pupils and staff so far. Bomb threats are rare in Japan, which is known for its low crime rates. The first wave of messages began on Monday, reaching schools and universities across the country. In one prefecture, Saitama, and more than 170 schools received bomb threats, said officials. Local media reported that one message claimed that over 330 bombs had been set up. Some suspects said the messages demanded ransoms ranging from 300,000 yen to 3 million yen. On Tuesday, messages threatening to kill students and teachers with homemade weapons were sent from the same number to high schools in various prefectures, including Osaka as well as Saitama and Ibaraki near Tokyo. The threat saw many schools in Japan shutting down as a precaution, though most had reopened by Thursday. Ukraine's president has thanked Western leaders for sending tanks to support the fight against Russia, but said they needed to be delivered quickly. In his nightly address, Volodymyr Zelensky also urged the West to send long-range missiles and fighter jets. His comments came after the US and Germany announced that they would send Abrams and Leopard tanks to Ukraine. Russia condemned the announcement as a blatant provocation and said any supplied tanks will be destroyed. The tanks would burn like all the rest, said Dmitry Peskov, President Vladimir Putin's spokesman. They are just very expensive. Zelensky said he told NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg that progress must be made in other aspects of their defense cooperation, with Ukraine seeking supplies of long-range missiles and artillery. He pressed not only for a prompt delivery of Western tanks, but also for significant numbers. They must form such a tank force, such a freedom force that after it strikes, tyranny will never again rise up. While Zelensky is likely to focus now on equipping the Ukrainian Air Force with more technologically advanced fighter jets after securing the tanks, many Western governments remain opposed to such a move, fearing the aircraft could be used to strike targets inside Russia. A Kenyan court on Wednesday convicted a Venezuelan diplomat over the murder of the Latin American nation's acting ambassador 10 years ago at her official residence in the capital, Nairobi. Dwight Sagarai, who was the Venezuelan embassy's first secretary, was found guilty of killing of Olga Fonseca on July 2012. 3 Kenyan nationals who had been charged alongside Sagarai were also convicted. The diplomat was tried for the murder after his diplomatic immunity was waived by Venezuela. Fonseca, 57, was killed less than 2 weeks after she started her new role in Nairobi on 15th of July. The motive for her killing is unclear, but Kenyan officials said at the time that some staff at the residency were unhappy after being sacked by Ms. Fonseca. And now to stories in sports. Let's join Jonah Malik for the entertainment update.
And on sports update, Ousmane Dembele scored the only goal as Barcelona beat informed Real Betis to book their place in the Copa del Rey semi-finals. The visitor, who had won their previous 9 games, had Barry's Mendes sent off in the first 45 minutes of the game for a dangerous tackle on Sergio Busquets. Dembele settled the tie when he ran onto Jules Koundé's ball down the right wing before hammering in from an angle. Gavi almost put the game beyond doubt, but hit the bar. Osasuna also made it to the last 4 of the competition after beating Sevilla by 2-1 in extra time. Ezekiel Avila looked to have won it in normal time for the host, only for Youssoufi El Nassiri to level in the 94th minute. On loan, Barcelona winger Abde Ezazole scored in the first half of the extra time to send Osasuna through. Still on sports, Marcus Rashford's sensational scoring streak continued at the City Ground as Manchester United close in on an EFL Cup final appearance at Wembley Stadium next month with a 3-goal victory over Nottingham Forest. And straight to tennis, Wimbledon champion ELENA RYBAKINA has another shot at the major title after reaching the Australian Open final, where she will meet Belarusian 5th seed Aryna RYBAKINA 23 won 7-6, 7-4, 6-3 against Victoria Azarenka, ending 2-time champion hope of winning the title 10 years after her triumph. Sabalenka beat Poland's Magdalena to reach her first major final. The 24-year-old Belarusian won 7-6, 7-1, 6-2 against her unseeded opponent. Sabalenka was the heavy favorite to beat 30-year-old Leneta, who had never been past the 3rd round of a Grand Slam event before, and grew in confidence as the match wore on. After losing 3 times in major semi-finals, Sabalenka's release was evident after securing a place in Saturday's showcase. And that's sports update on MLC TV News. I am Malik Jonah reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thank you for that update. And I want to entertainment news. Let's hook up with Matthias Ayodeji.
On our entertainment news, Nigeria singer Yemi Alade has reacted to the growing rumor that she is pregnant for the president of Togo, Faure Esuzimna Nasingbe Iyadema. The singer was said to be having an affair with Togo's president and to be pregnant for him. The controversy began when gossip vlogger Tosin Silverdam took to his page to share a video of a man claiming that Yemi Alade is pregnant with Togo's president and the plan is for her to become his sixth wife. Yemi Alade responded to the rumor by tweeting emojis including a laughing emoji and a pregnant emoji. Then she took a shot at rumor mongers. This meant is different this January. If you no like your job, abeg pretend small when you see customers now. This January people they really meant, she tweeted. Alade is a Nigerian Afro-pop singer, songwriter, actress and activist. Still on our entertainment news from Africa, Nollywood actor Deyemi Okolawon has taken a swipe at politicians and Nigerians in general. Taking to Twitter, the actor made a list of what men and women are entitled to do. However, he cautioned that people shouldn't act as though their labels earn them the wealth and lifestyle they present, as this causes confusion among the younger generations. The actor maintained that the politicians in Nigeria and anyone else that is concerned are the target of his tweets and begged them not to poison the minds of young people who work hard. Okolawon works as an actor on stage, film, television and voiceover. According to reports, he earned the most money among Nollywood actors in 2020 and 2021. And that is all on entertainment news today. My name is Matthias Adeji Peter, reporting for MLC TV.
Thank you, Matthias, for the update. And that is the size of our package today. Join us tomorrow at the same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Malachite TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV. Instagram, MLC TV 2021 and Twitter at MLC TV1. For your event coverage, information, contribution, advert and sponsorship, please call any of our numbers displaying on your screen. It's Malachite TV, reaching everywhere and informing everyone. I am Mono Balagubu. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together. From the team, have a pleasant day.